Farewell 2024, hello 2025. Thank you all for an amazing 2024. This channel grew so much. I hope you had a great 2024 as well, but let's look forward to what 2025 has for us because it is packed with goodies. I'm definitely not going to be able to cover every single release in 2025. That would be insane. I've just handpicked all of the movies and shows that are recognizable to me. I'll make a separate video on the projects that I am most excited for personally, but this is like the big collage of pretty much everything that we're going to get in 2025. So grab your notes and let's begin. Starting 2025 off with Severance Season 2 on January 17th. I was kind of confused by this. I thought Severance was one of those one-season shows that had a definitive beginning, middle, and end, but it looks like there's a second season coming out. Haven't watched the first one, but people seem to really like the show. Then we have The Thunderbolts Undercover on January 22nd and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man on January 29th. Both are like about superheroes. Never watched The Thunderbolts, but their suits have always been cool looking. I'm a fan of Spider-Man, looking forward to that Marvel television show. And I guess while we're talking about superheroes, we have Dogman on January 31st. These are the same people that made Captain Underpants, which I haven't seen, but that is a wild concept for a show, so I'm expecting similar quality for this movie. Also, a lot of the 2025 projects don't have set release dates yet, so for those I'll be putting TBA for to be added. Black Mirror Season 7 doesn't have a release date. Let's just throw it in January. And that marks the end of the January releases. February is pretty packed. On February 13th, we're getting Captain America Brave New World. Still excited for that movie. Then we're getting Yellow Jackets Season 3 on February 14th and White Lotus Season 3 on February 16th. Haven't watched either of those shows, but they're popular. Here's a show that isn't quite popular, but I'm personally excited for. Grosse Pointe Garden Society on February 23rd. Anna Sophia Robb, love her. She's in this, self-explanatory. And then we have what might be the sleeper movie of 2025. The Legend of Ochi on February 28th. The trailer was amazing. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's got Willem Dafoe, Finn Wolfhard. The cinematography and visuals look psychedelic and just amazing. Looks fun and adventurous. Can't wait for that movie. I have high hopes for it. And then we have The Phoenician Scheme, which is TBA currently, but apparently it's going to be released on February 25th in Germany. So we'll slot it in for the February slate as well. Overall, February looking pretty good. Let's move on to March. Starting off very strong with Daredevil Born Again on March 4th. I was obsessed with the Daredevil Netflix show, so I hope that they are able to keep the quality and the continuity and the storytelling tight and just up to par with the last 3 seasons. Please don't mess this up. Then on March 14th, we have both The Electric State and Novocaine coming out. Electric State is the one with Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown. Novocaine's the one with Jack Quaid. Pretty eccentric projects. I'm looking forward to both of them. Then on March 21st, we have Snow White, the Disney one. Rachel Zegler, Gal Gadot. I have talked about this project before. It's gonna be interesting to watch. And then you know what? Let's just add The Bear Season 4 into the slate as well, which is currently TBA. April's good. We have a Minecraft movie on April 4th, Mickey 17 on April 17th, Andor Season 2 on April 22nd, and Until Dawn on April 25th. I'm not sure what they're gonna do for the Until Dawn project because the game itself was pretty good and tight. I'm not sure what they can really add to the story that'll make it worthwhile watching again. Death of a Unicorn is also TBA, but let's just put it in April for now. May is the month of quality over quantity because there aren't that many releases, but they are pretty big projects. On May 2nd, we're getting Thunderbolts. I'm optimistic about it, looking forward to that movie. And then on May 22nd, we have Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, which I'm pretty sure is the final Mission Impossible film in the franchise. Big milestone. It's gonna be huge regardless of whatever happens. And then a day after that, May 23rd, we have the live action Lilo and Stitch. And that wraps it up for May. Once again, not many things going on, but they're pretty huge projects. So you know what? Let's just fatten out this month a little bit more and add a few more projects. Let's add Wildwood, which is TBA currently, Chad Powers, the weird show with Glenn Powell in it, and let's add Snow White and the Evil Queen in it as well. June is a weird month. On the 6th of June, we're getting Ballerina, the John Wick spin-off. On June 13th, we're getting How to Train Your Dragon live action. Actually excited for that. And also on June 13th, we're getting Elio, that weird Disney movie about space and the universe. Following that, we have 28 Years Later on June 20th. I'm open to it. The whole thing was shot on an iPhone, which I just want to see that. Like, how does that work? And then for all the MCU fans, we have Ironheart on June 24th. I'm just glad that it's being released. Here we go. July is probably the most important month for movies and shows in 2025. Starting off, July 2nd, Jurassic World Rebirth, the one with Scarlett Johansson. Big IP, big actors, big moments. But what's gonna cause an even bigger noise is without a doubt, on July 11th, Superman. Probably the biggest movie of 2025. David Corenswet is now like the second most viewed actor on Wikipedia or something. It's crazy. But you know what else is crazy? I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is going to be released on July 18th. Sure, why not? And then another big movie, The Fantastic Four First Steps, dropping on July 25th. You guys know I'm hyped for it. I'm fully on board, but I really want to make July a substantial month, so I'm also going to add Wednesday Season 2 into the slate. Wednesday Season 2 is currently TBA as well, but I think Season 1 took about 8 months to edit, and they just finished wrapping Season 2 around November or December, so if past trends are to be accurate, Wednesday Season 2 should release around July. July is a big month, and so once we have all of that goodness, we're definitely gonna have to tone it down a little bit, and that's where August comes in. Not much in August, man. We have The Bad Guys 2 on August 1st, and Nobody 2 on August 15th. But I don't want to leave August hanging, so let's just add a bit more. Let's add that Warfare movie, the one with Kit Connor, Joseph Quinn, Will Poulter, and a few more people. Let's also add Wake Up Dead Man and The Smashing Machine. Now August looks much better. September is where all the spooky stuff is at. We have The Conjuring Last Rites on September 5th, Saw 11 on September 26th. How are there 11 Saw movies? Jesus Christ. And actually, those are the only confirmed releases for September so far. So let's just add all of the other horror projects that are coming to 2025 in September. Let's add Return to Silent Hill, Fear Street Prom Queen, It, Welcome to Derry, and a big project, Stranger Things Season 5. The reason why I'm putting Stranger Things Season 5 in September is because I put Wednesday Season 2 in July. So I wanted to give like a 2-month separation between the two juggernauts of Netflix TV shows. I think this makes sense, because Stranger Things Season 5 is probably going to take a bit longer to edit, because I think they have more episodes and the episodes are longer, I believe. But I'm going to be so sad to say goodbye to Stranger Things in 2025. We'll talk more about that in the future though. October, my birth month, which is kind of disappointing because the October slate is very weird. On October 3rd, we have Michael, which is the Michael Jackson biopic. Kind of excited for that actually. But then we have all these other ones like Tron Ares on October 10th, The Black Phone 2 on October 17th, Mortal Kombat 2 on October 24th, which I'm also kind of excited for, and Puniverse Monsters Assemble on October 31st, which has the potential to be the biggest meme movie of 2025. So I'm also actually kind of excited for that as well. So October is just kind of like a mishmash of stuff. But let's move on to November because there are some goodies here. Starting off strong with Now You See Me 3 on November 14th. Haven't watched the first 2 movies, but I've heard that they're pretty good. So you know, big IP, big actors, what could go wrong? And then we have a chunky one coming out on November 21st. Wicked for Good, aka Wicked Part 2. Absolutely loved Wicked Part 1. I can't believe Part 2 is coming so fast, but we've all seen the effect Wicked Part 1 had on the world, so Wicked for Good is probably gonna break down the internet. Something else that might break down the internet is on November 26th, Zootopia 2. Haven't heard much of anything from this project, but you know, we're getting Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde again. Those two characters have been through some stuff. The internet has just done irreversible damage to those two characters. I can't wait to see them again. All 3 of these projects are movies, so I wanted to add a TV show into the mix as well. Let's add The Last of Us Season 2 into the slate. The Last of Us Season 2 just feels like a November type of release. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's gonna be a time skip, I believe. Looking forward to it. I enjoyed The Last of Us Season 1. And finally, the last month of 2025 2025, December. On December 5th, we are getting Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It's gonna be an absolute Christmas season treat. Very, very excited for that movie. Then on December 19th, we have the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants. Haven't done any research on this, no idea what this is about, but it's gonna have to compete with Avatar Fire and Ash, aka Avatar 3. One takes place underwater, the other one's about fire. Absolute cinema. And then we're ending 2025 off with what could be the biggest project of 2025, the Anaconda. I'm kidding. This one's a random one. I think it's like a comedy thriller type movie. It's got Jack Black and Paul Rudd. The synopsis is definitely a synopsis. Sure. It just seems like a movie that you would just watch with your family just for fun. Why not? Euphoria Season 3 has to come out someday, so I'm putting it in the December slate as well, but it's currently TBA. And that is it for the 2025 slate. So sorry if this video was very long, but those are all of the movies and shows that I recognize and feel like have something to offer. I'll be making a separate video on the projects that I specifically am interested in and looking forward to. That one is probably going to be much shorter, but feel free to comment down below what projects you're looking forward to in this entire 12-month slate. Also, let me know about any projects that I might have missed out. If you would like to support this channel, please consider becoming a channel member. Press the join button or the link in the description below, and for the equivalent of $2 a month, you'll get access to badges, emojis, and your username displayed at the end of every video, like this. Thank you for your consideration. Back to the video. And yeah, what are the projects that you're looking forward to the most in 2025? Let me know below. I would love to read your responses. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.